5 in the morning. We're going to try and get an early start so that we can get to St Lucia, hopefully before the sun sets, because it's going to be a long sail today. So we're going to cut a cup of coffee in us and get going. Well, there's something going on here because our course over ground is off from our heading by 30 degrees. Catamarans are known for having a bit of leeway, but this is extreme leeway. This was due to a strong current that was pushing us sideways. We arrived in St. Lucia yesterday. We checked in today. They gave us these fantastic Disneyland bracelets, and this is what Disneyland looks like today. The trips from St. Vincent and the Grenadines to St. Lucia was a really good sail. We left at 5 a.m. in the morning and we're in anchor by 5 p.m. The only time we had light winds were in the lee of St. Vincent once, where we motor sailed for less than an hour, and just for a few minutes in the lee of St. Lucia, where again we motor sailed for a few minutes. We turned the motors on again when we got to Castries and wanted to make sure we got in front of a big cargo ship that was leaving Castries, and we went ahead and left them on to ensure that we got into the harbor by 4:30. Wednesday we dinghied into the marina and went to Port Health, Immigration, Customs, and the Port Authority. At Port Health they gave us these fancy blue armbands, and these armbands mean two things. One, it means we aren't a local, and two, it means we're COVID-free. If we had not been COVID-free, then we would have been given red armbands. The person who ran the Port Authority was out for lunch, so we decided to go get some lunch too, and that's when we learned about all of the restrictions that are currently in place in St. Lucia because of COVID. The restaurants have no in-restaurant dining, not even outdoor restaurants. All food is takeout only. There is a 7 p.m. curfew, and worst of all, there is absolutely no sale of alcohol anywhere. It's prohibition here in St. Lucia. So to keep ourselves busy, we made a list of boat chores, and the list is 24 items long. So far we've completed 10 of those items, including replacing the joker valve on our toilet. We've moved into the marina this afternoon because there are a number of things that on our list that are going to be easier to do here. Plus we have Wi-Fi and we need to do some research to decide what we want to do next. This is us moving into the marina. 1, 2. COVID rates have skyrocketed in St. Lucia, now surpassing the U.S., thus the current restrictions. So I just left the dinghy dock on the other side of the lagoon from Rodney Bay Marina. I'm looking for an ATM and someplace to buy food. Look, there's a casino. it's shut. Would have been fun to go there. There's the Hobie store, which is shut. It's not essential. There's Wine and Spirits, it's shut. There's the liquor store, it's shut. I'm told the entire mall is shut. I don't know, it looks like someone's going in. There's a Subway. Maybe I'll get a couple Subway sandwiches. That'll work for me. I gotta find the bank. Where is the bank? So I went all Caribbean exotic. Bought a Subway sandwich. One of the marina tasks was to repair our jib. The luff rope was torn out at the bottom of the jib, and Jai's trying to lash it back down so that it doesn't tear any more than what it is already. I'm not going to say I was lazy, but we hired Albie to clean our boat and repair the gel coat where someone ran into the dock in Spain. This is Albie. And Albie is an expert at all things boat maintenance, and probably more than that. He's a professional crew, and what else are you professional?
Diving.
Diver. There you go. Yeah. Everything. If you need if you're in St Lucia and you need anything done with anything, if Albie can't do it, he knows who can do it.
Yep.
So,
right. Right.
All right. Thanks, Albie.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
If you need fruit or vegetables, you can get them from this guy that motors around the marina and the harbor. We left Rodney Bay and headed for the Pitons, for which St Lucia is noted. Here is Petit Piton, rising over 2,400 feet from the water. The waters around the Pitons are a marine park where we picked up a mooring. When we arrived, we were the only boat there, another consequence of COVID. And here is Gros Piton, over 2,600 feet tall. We stayed at the Pitons for 2 nights, then headed back north to Rodney Bay, making 2 stops on the way. Ancillary. Pretty sure tomorrow morning all those fishing boats are going to be out and everyone's going to be fishing. Today we anchored in Marigot Bay. We're on the outside portion of the bay. If you go to the other side of those palm trees, there's the inner portion of the bay, which is full of moorings. We appear to be the only boat just about that's on anchor. Fishermen work the waters around the south end of St Lucia, and we saw several using nets. This is one such fishing boat. Our original plan was to sail across the Atlantic to St Vincent and then island hop our way to the British Virgin Islands. But coronavirus has made that a difficult task. We're not allowed into Martinique or Guadeloupe. Those are French territories and they won't let Americans in. We can go to Dominica, but we have to take a PCR test before departing and 5 days after arriving. We can go to Antigua, but we have to quarantine for 14 days. And most of the remaining islands are just as difficult to get in. And in fact, the British Virgin Islands are completely shut and not allowing marine traffic at all. So, we've given up on our plan. We're back in Rodney Bay. We're going to take PCR tests in 2 days, and then we're going to head for the U.S. In this case, the U.S. Virgin Islands.